Alan Shatter has found it very easy to forget the statements and solemn assurances he made in opposition when he said that criminals would be celebrating a reduction in numbers below 14,500. It is no wonder that this government is already known as the government of broken promises and U-turns. Nowadays, with a Garda force hovering above 13,000, he has consistently refused to set out the strength he wants Gardaí to be held at. Whilst numbers continue to decline, it has been reported that An Garda Síochána has been given a payroll budget only sufficient to pay a force complement of 12,000 members. He has used the government's failed bullying approach to Croke Park 2 as an excuse to break his recent promise to reopen Templemore to much-needed recruitment. He has given the banks a stranglehold on indebted homeowners in the personal insolvency law by giving bankers an absolute veto in any negotiations, and to top it all off, he has decided to start a row with the judiciary. A new forum had to be set up so that there could be proper communication between Minister Shatter and Ireland's judiciary. So not only has he steadily eroded the morale and capacity of a force that has served the state so well over the past 90 years, he has also poisoned the relationship between the two most important branches of state, the government and the judiciary. It's a strange world we live in, when the Labour Party are fighting with the trade unions and the Fine Gael Party has fallen out with the law library. Criminals are celebrating Minister Alan Shatter, and it's at the expense of the ordinary people of Ireland, who see empty Garda stations, pared back patrols, the ever-present menace of criminality, and in response, communities are told to use Facebook and Twitter as a form of smarter policing. This is no substitute for true community policing. Yes, we support true reforms of An Garda Síochána, and it has to be deep and it has to be meaningful. But what is going on at the moment is just effectively reducing the effectiveness of An Garda Síochána across many communities. The criminals are delighted with this minister, who has consistently let down and fought bitter public spats with the Garda force that is committed to the protection of this state and its citizens. We have all looked with grave concern at the bleak threat posed by the so-called dissident Republicans and criminal gangs who continue to pursue their dark agenda of murder and chaos. The thin blue line that keeps those who would plunge us back into the dark days of conflict continues to stand up to such criminals. Earlier this year, we saw another Garda join the roll of honour when he gave his life in service to this state. The tragic death of Garda Adrian Donoghue is a timely reminder to us all of the dangers faced by An Garda Síochána and the sacrifices laid down by them to keep the chaos of criminality at bay. The security and stability of society are upheld by the men and women of An Garda Síochána, who have pledged to defend it against those who would do us harm. An attack on them